Hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So, today Brett and I are doing a story for you guys.
So for the first time we're going to start a series now where we just tell different stories. If you guys have any questions or stories that you guys want us to tell, leave in the comments and drop a like. And today we're going to be telling the story of our first NFL game together.
Yes, so here's a little story time, so get comfortable, go get a glass of juice or something, some popcorn.
I've never heard of juice and popcorn.
Juice and popcorn. Go get some water or something, yeah.
Okay, start off.
Okay.
Get to the airport. I guess we can start earlier than that.
Well, yeah, let's start off a little earlier. So we wake up, and we have to be at the airport by like 7.
And she got her friend, so she was with her friend. She came to pick me up.
Yeah.
Got there really early.
It was like 5 or 6 a.m. When we had to leave.
The Titans played at like 7, so we were quite early. But we wanted to spend the day in Boston, so we went a little bit early. So we got to the airport.
We got to the airport, and we had some breakfast at the airport. Well, actually, I had already had a yogurt parfait in my fridge.
I got
breakfast.
breakfast.
Had that. So he had breakfast at the airport, and we got on the airplane.
We were surrounded by Patriots fans.
Yes,
Let's just
we
say
were.
that first.
I think everybody going to Boston was going for the NFL game.
But we're the
I'm
only
pretty sure.
ones with tight. We literally didn't carry anything because after the game we were planning to not. We were literally after the football game we were going right back to the airport and then flying out again because we had school the next day. So it was like literally like a 1-day trip.
Yeah, it was a 1-day trip, but we got a lot accomplished in a day.
Yes.
So we got on the airplane. We weren't sitting together because for some reason we missed like the thing, so we weren't sitting together. But then the person beside us noticed that we were together, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to switch?" So we ended up being able to.
We laid some not so subtle hints that
by
we were
each
together.
other.
We were both holding Blue Titans jerseys, which I think gave it away.
And I brought some pizza on the trip
Yeah,
with
she
me.
is like the most old school person. She packs like days in advance for
In
flights.
case you get hungry.
It's quite funny to me because I'm like the type of guy. I'm just like, okay, I'll buy something at the airport. But
And
no,
I was
she
like,
is like,
I gotta come prepared.
I need pizza and I need this, and it stunk, and that's why I didn't want you to have it
You
on
didn't
the
like
plane.
it because it was vegetarian.
It was
pizza.
It was the most disgusting
Yeah.
looking. It was the saddest. Like flying isn't always happy, but that pizza just made it worse.
Well, I finished it before because, like, on the flight because I didn't want to have to carry it around all day because we didn't really bring any bags or anything because you're not allowed to bring them into the NFL stadium.
Yeah, no, you can't.
They're
bring
really
anything.
strict.
Very strict.
Yeah.
Um,
and then we watched The Office on the plane.
Got off the plane.
Got off the plane. Okay, now we're gonna get off the plane.
We're off the plane.
We're off the plane.
We're done with that. Surrounded by annoying Patriots fans the whole time.
Yeah.
We go to the Quincy Market.
We found an Uber. We went to the Quincy Market, and we got, what did we get? We got
We did nothing.
a cookie. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't really get anything like. There's a
you did
bumblebee over there.
Don't worry about it. You did some shopping.
Yeah.
Excess. I feel like this isn't the part that they care about.
Okay, you guys probably don't care about this, but we
She
had
did
a cookie.
some shopping. We had a cookie.
and
We went to the Froyo place.
We did some window shopping, just to kind of get a sense of our surroundings, and then we got gelato.
Yeah,
and
this was
this
one
is
of my
where
career
Brett
worst.
comes in.
In a relationship, you have your career worst moments.
This is one of them.
I went there and I was like, we were taste testing, and she likes to try like 600 different kinds every single
Well,
time.
I like to see because like every
Like,
gelato
it's
place
like-
is different.
It's like a
like,
broken record. It's
all
like,
of
can I
their ice
try
creams
every
taste
single kind?
different.
And then sometimes she doesn't even buy anything. So I'm just like, here, I'm like, okay, let's just try a kind. So I wanted to try s'more because the s'more blizzard
But I
at
had
Dairy
tried
Queen.
it. I asked
So
for a
she
sample
sampled
and he
it.
didn't.
Mm-mm.
And it was the grossest thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looked good, but it was the grossest
And then I
ice
started
cream I've
panicking.
ever had in my life.
I straight up panicked and I said, we'll get one medium s'more.
So I was like, that's
thing.
fine.
And I was gonna pay
because
for it
I
because
don't
she
want
bought the
it.
cookies,
Yeah.
so we were splitting everything. So I was like, okay, let's pay for it. I'm in a different country though. This is where the cards go, and this is what makes it a career worst moment. It wasn't just bad that I picked the worst kind. Both my cards got completely declined.
Yeah.
So then she
And
had
she
to
had
pay.
already scooped out the ice cream.
She had to pay with cash
yeah.
for a gelato,
For a
that
gelato
she
ice cream
absolutely
that was
hated.
way overpriced.
Way overpriced, and that she hated.
So I wish I had have just said to her, like, can you put the kind back in? Can we get a different kind or something?
So moving on from there, we had no money.
Anyways, yeah.
Zero money. So we
because
walked
I
from
only had
Boston
a bit of cash. I
all the way
didn't
to
have a
Gillette
lot.
Stadium. It took us 8 hours to get there. We walked.
Wait, what did we do before then?
No, we didn't actually walk.
We went to Harvard.
We went to Harvard, yes.
Yeah, we toured Harvard. I was debating on whether or not to get a souvenir from there, but I was like, No, I won't.
Debating is an understatement. It was like, do I get this hat? Like, is it cute?
Should
But,
I
like,
get this
but, like,
hat? Should I get this shirt?
I don't know if I'll regret. Like, maybe I want to spend my money on something else. And it was like
Yeah.
the longest.
Well, I'm glad
process.
I didn't buy anything because you guys will find out later in the story why.
Yes, this
So,
is where. Okay,
We
let's
go
move on.
super early to the game because we don't want to be stuck in traffic and we want to be there nice and early.
Mhm.
So
We're like 5
we
hours
go on a nice
before.
long Uber ride there,
Beautiful Uber ride. Nice
And-
driver.
and we get there and Brett's looking for mittens because
Yeah, it
he's
was-
freezing. He did not dress like he wore thin khakis. He didn't wear sweatpants.
They weren't even
and
khakis. They're like splash pants, but they were
Yeah,
just
they
like
were
thinner. They're from
very
American Eagle, and they were like spring pants.
and then a hoodie, right?
Yeah, it
he
was-
didn't
it
even
was-
have a winter coat.
It was a Titans hoodie.
So he was cold.
Gotta rep.
So we were looking for mittens for him and stuff. And so we went to Pharmasave. Couldn't find any there. There was like one
Nothing.
pair, but I was like, Brett, don't get them because they're so thin.
And then we went
You'll
back,
regret
and
it.
then they weren't there. So
But they wouldn't have done anything anyways. They
I
were the
know.
thinnest gloves
So
ever.
we were. It wasn't cold at this moment, but we knew it was
Yeah.
going to get cold. But I didn't really expect it to get to the extent that it did.
It
If you
got
guys paid
super
attention to
cold.
that game, like the Patriots Titans game, it got crazy cold. So after that, we went, walked around, got pizza.
Yes.
I got right. The hostess
Okay.
knew who I was.
The hostess know who I was.
No, so we sat down. Best pizza ever.
Yes. Could I describe the pizza, please? Because it was literally the best pizza I've ever had in my life. There was like smoked Gouda cheese on top, and
Might
it
have
was
been
just
the
like I have a
best.
picture of it. I can show it in the video.
You should.
But it was literally the world's best pizza. And we got there before the lineup started, so we had all the time in the world to go in there. And it was actually pretty cold, so we needed a warm place to
Yeah, no, it was.
go anyways,
It was,
so.
and we were there for like a couple hours, and then right after that, my friend who was also at the game who I used to play football with is like, "Yo, do you want to get into like they have season tickets?" He's like, "Do you want to get into the VIP?" Oh no, I think we had to get our warm stuff first.
Yeah, we got our sweatpants first. So you found a pair of sweatpants. And then I was only wearing jeans, so I was like, wow, that's such a good idea. So I ended up buying sweatpants. So I was glad I saved my cash for the sweatpants because I was freezing, and that was a good call.
Mhm.
So we each got our sweatpants, and then what else? Did we do anything else before that? No,
Nope.
we just got our sweatpants, and then your friend says that he has like VIP tickets. So we had just stuffed like an entire pizza between the two of us.
There was two
So we
extra
were
pieces, and she
so
felt the need
full.
I was like, well, let's just throw them out, and she's like, no, I have to
Well,
eat them.
they were the best. It was the best pizza. I couldn't throw it out.
So then we get
So-
invited to this VIP thing, which is before the game, and it is probably the best food I've ever seen. The best buffet. It's like
It was
super
literally
exclusive. There's like
so
ex-Patriots
cool.
players there. Everyone
Yeah.
was there, and we were like, okay. And I kept eating. I was like, I'm not gonna not eat here. But then you couldn't really eat anything.
No, I couldn't.
She was stuffed.
I wanted to because the food looked so good, and I tried to eat some stuff, but I was so full from the pizza because I had stuffed so much pizza.
Yeah, you wouldn't stop
in my
eating
mouth.
it. She just
So-
would not stop eating it.
Yeah, so but it was a really cool atmosphere, and they had lots of coffee. So I had a couple drinks of coffee, which was really nice because it was like the best coffee ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got like a little thing that said the Patriots. It was like a towel thing that they
Mhm.
were giving away. And then we went to the game.
We're not Patriots fans. I don't think we got a Patriots. Did we get a
No,
Patriots
it was a
fan?
Patriots thing because it was like a Patriots event.
I think they gave it to everybody.
And then we went into the stadium, and we were both wearing Titans jerseys over our clothes. And what
then
did
we
everybody
froze to
say to
death.
us, Brett, when we were in there?
Tighten up.
Tighten up. And it was the coolest thing ever. Everybody just kept patting our backs and saying tighten up, and yeah, it was really fun.
Then we
And
sat in our
then-
seats. We were
We
front
sat in our
row of the
seats.
second level. Really, really good seats. And it was
Yeah,
freezing.
we were super early too to
And
the game.
so we were like already numb by the time the game, but before
Yeah.
kickoff, game starts. Well, actually, the crowd around us was super Boston too. They were like really blue collar, crazy Patriots fans, and
But they were really nice.
they were super nice. Yeah, they were really nice to us, despite the fact that we were both wearing Titans jerseys. Got so cold. The Titans scored first. Then it just went downhill from there.
It was really exciting.
Yeah,
'Cause it was a pretty close game for a while, wasn't it?
like the first quarter, it was close. The second quarter,
Yeah.
they came out and it was just stupid. Like the Patriots went no huddle and dominated the whole kind of thing. It was kind of sad. And then after the game, so you guys know the story of the game.
The middle of the game. Shouldn't we say at halftime? we had to go into like this building that
Oh,
you had to
yeah.
have. It was like a huge lineup because it
It
was the
was
only building that you
freezing.
can go inside.
We were
So
literally
people
frozen.
like took turns to try to get warm. And the whole game, I kept debating on whether or not to buy a Patriots blanket, which was like super expensive, way overpriced, and it was in American dollars. But I was like, is it worth it?
It wasn't.
But I was like, no, I'll just stick it out. So we stuck it out.
No blanket. We were both. So all I
but,
was wearing
yeah.
was sweatpants and a hoodie.
Yeah. So it was a super exciting game. The game ends, and then, well, some people started to leave early, but we waited until the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And so the game ends. Everybody's walking out. We are frozen. Like, literally, we are so, so cold. And then we're trying to just find someplace warm because we need to take an Uber back to the airport because we have to be back at the airport to catch our flight for the next day.
We weren't really a rush though because it wasn't until 6 a.m. and it was like 11, so we
Yeah.
had like a lot of time before.
But we were in a rush because we were so cold.
It was freezing. So we
Yeah.
go into a hotel because we're like, oh, this hotel will let us sit in the lobby. We go into the lobby and he's like, you have like 10 seconds. And we're
He's
like,
like,
okay.
room key.
And we were both
And we were
legit.
like,
I
we just
honestly-
need a place to call an Uber.
I
We're
don't
so
know
cold.
if I've ever been that cold, and I'm pretty used to being cold.
So they're like, your 30 seconds or whatever, or your 3 minutes is up.
No, 30 seconds. It was not 3 minutes. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it was 30 seconds. They're like, you can stay here for 30 seconds
Luckily,
in our lobby.
we found a sushi
So we were like, okay,
bar.
we're frozen, but sure.
Sushi
so
bar.
we left, and then we found a sushi bar
And
to
they let us
stay
sit
warm.
there.
They let us sit there, but we didn't sit there very long. We left, went to a different parking lot to catch the Uber. Couldn't find the Uber for like the longest time.
And then we went to the airport,
But then
slept
we
at
went
the
to the
airport.
airport, slept at the airport.
Couldn't get out of the Uber. The system in New England, because New England is so isolated from Boston, to get out of there is such a pain.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, it was like a 3-hour Uber or 2 hour. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think it said
I
on my
think I
phone.
fell asleep in the Uber, so I don't
we
really
both
remember.
completely fell asleep. It was like so long because we were in that parking lot for an hour. Like I
Yeah.
counted it. It was an hour in the parking lot.
Yeah, it
waiting
was
to
a
get
long
out.
time. And then, so we got to the airport. Then the next, our flight left in the morning. So then we got on our flight,
And that's our story.
got back, and here we are.
That was like 4 months
A few months later, telling the story about my first NFL game.
Yes. So if you guys know that, make sure to drop a like. Let us know what story you want to hear next.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments below what you guys think.